The Tecno Spark 10 Pro came around 5 months ago, creating a buzz in the world of budget smartphones. At its launch, many said it's one of the best entry-level smartphones, and since then, it has received numerous positive reviews. Today, we're going to dive deep into its features and find out if it can be crowned as the best budget phone under $200. If you're planning to buy this phone, this is what you can expect when you open it. Out of the box, you get the phone, a transparent TPU case, a pair of earphones, an 18-watt charger, and a Type-C cable. This experience is already better than some of its competition like the Galaxy A14, which leaves you with just the cable. Now let's talk about the design of the Tecno Spark 10 Pro, and I have to say, it's quite good looking. This phone comes in 3 variants: Starry Black, Pearl White, and a Magic Skin Special Edition. Today, I've got the Pearl White version with me, which in my opinion is the most beautiful among the 3. One standout feature in the design department is the glass back. It's extremely rare to find a phone at this price point equipped with a glass back. Most of them usually have a plastic back, and Tecno deserves credit here because they've managed to create a surface that's practically impossible to catch fingerprints. Even some flagship phones struggle with this, so you're getting the benefit of both a premium look and a premium feel. This phone also has flat sides instead of curved ones, and they look really good. You can place it on a flat surface, and it can stand on its own vertically. At the bottom, you'll find a headphone jack, a USB-C port for charging and data transfer, a speaker grill, and a microphone. Over on the right side, there are volume buttons and a power button that also doubles as a fingerprint scanner for quick and secure unlocking. Turning our attention to the back, the camera module is worth noting. It houses the main 50-megapixel camera, a depth sensor, and a flash for photos or as a torch. The Tecno Spark 10 Pro has a spacious 6.8-inch screen, which is quite generous for a budget phone, and although it uses an IPS LCD panel, Tecno has managed to keep the resolution at 1080p, so despite not being an AMOLED display, it still delivers sharp and clear visuals. It's better than what you typically find in phones at the exact same price point. It also has a 90Hz fast screen refresh rate. This means smoother scrolling and animations, and even better, it can adapt between 60Hz and 90Hz depending on your usage, which can be a significant advantage for battery saving. Using it indoors, the display is bright enough to provide an enjoyable viewing experience. However, when you step outside, especially under direct sunlight, you might find yourself squinting a little bit. But let's be honest, this is a $150 phone, so you shouldn't expect it to meet flagship display standards. For the price, the display performs well and is more than good enough for everyday use. So whether you're binge watching your favorite series on Netflix or scrolling through Twitter arguing with random people, the Tecno Spark 10 Pro's display is certainly up to the tasks and adds up to the overall appeal of this budget-friendly smartphone. Now let's shift our focus to one of the most essential aspects of any smartphone, the camera system. On the back, you'll find a 50-megapixel main camera accompanied by a depth sensor. For selfies, there's a 32-megapixel front-facing camera, and it comes with a handy flash, perfect for those low-light or nighttime selfie sessions. In terms of camera performance, the Spark 10 Pro holds its own, especially considering its price point. You can expect decent results for your everyday photography needs. Both the selfie and the rear cameras can record 2K video at 30 frames per second, which is a nice touch for content creators or for those who enjoy shooting video clips on the go. Let's take a look at some of the camera samples from the phone.
Okay, 30 frames per second.
Now let's be honest, this is not the best option for you if you're looking for a camera-centric phone, but in no way does that mean that it has a bad camera. It's suitable for those who want a well-rounded budget phone. And if you want the best of the best cameras in a smartphone, you should be ready to spend not less than $400 so you can get a good mid-range Pixel phone or even spend more for a flagship phone. Moving on to the performance aspect of the Tecno Spark 10 Pro, Under the hood, it's powered by the budget-friendly MediaTek Helio G88 chipset. This processor is geared towards budget gaming, so it's well suited for handling most games, although it does have its limitations. You won't be able to run resource-intensive games like Genshin Impact, which tends to make processors suffer and require the best and more expensive ones. However, you can comfortably enjoy games like PUBG and COD Mobile at medium graphics settings and frame rates. Assisting the processor is a healthy 8GB of RAM, which can be expanded to 16GB via RAM expansion. This extra headroom can be a game changer when it comes to multitasking and running multiple apps simultaneously. In terms of storage, you have options of either 128GB or 256GB, and the presence of a microSD card slot allows for further storage expansion. This flexibility ensures you won't run out of space for your apps, photos, videos, and games anytime soon. The Tecno Spark 10 Pro runs on Android 13 and iOS 12.6, which is Tecno's own user interface and is heavy on features and also highly customizable, which can be a double-edged sword. On the positive side, iOS brings some handy features to the table, one of them being Tecno's very own voice assistant, Ella. This voice assistant can assist you with various tasks, from making phone calls to setting up alarms and just adding an extra layer of convenience to your daily life. However, there's a downside to the software experience on the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. It comes with a fair amount of pre-installed bloatware, which can be quite a nuisance, especially if you prefer a minimalist approach to your smartphone. While some of this bloatware can be uninstalled, others are here to stay, and you'll have to learn to live with them. This is a common drawback with many budget phones, and is something to keep in mind if you don't like such stuff. Moving on to battery life, the Tecno Spark 10 Pro packs a robust 5000 mAh battery. This ensures that the phone can easily last you through a full day of usage, even with moderate to heavy use. Whether you're gaming, streaming content, or simply going about your daily tasks, the Tecno Spark 10 Pro has the power to keep up. To top it off, the phone comes bundled with an 18-watt charger. While this may not be the fastest charging speed on the market, it's more than enough for juicing up the phone in a reasonable amount of time. The combination of a large battery and decent charging speeds ensures that you spend less time stuck with the charger and more time using your device. Now, it's clear that this phone is a standout contender in the $150 price range, and I would highly recommend it. You get a good display with a fast screen refresh rate, a good processor, good camera, and an extremely beautiful design. You also get extra accessories in the packaging, unlike other brands. It's a great choice for a secondary phone for your child, and even a primary phone. Now, it's worth noting that there are other alternatives to consider. The Samsung Galaxy A14 offers longer software support with 2 years of updates. The Realme C55 has a faster 33-watt charging and potentially better cameras, while the Redmi Note 12 shines with its superior AMOLED display, faster 120Hz screen refresh rate, and even an IP53 dust and splash resistance rating. So before you make your final decision, weigh these factors and consider your specific needs and preferences. Would you consider buying the Tecno Spark 10 Pro? And if you've already bought it, how has your experience been so far? Let us know in the comments below, and if you like the video, you can subscribe, like, share, and even comment. Thanks for watching. I'm Milan, and I'm signing out.